Hello everybody, I'm Sean McCarthy, the Director of Action Sustainability Community Interest Company. This is a non-profit organisation based in the UK that I founded in 2006. In 2010, I founded a trading business, and that trading business is now quite large. It employs around 70 people, and it funds the not-for-profit initiative that I'm about to talk to you about today. Our mission is to build the body of knowledge in sustainable procurement around the world, and we've been doing that, as I say, since 2006. As an organisation, we've been the subject of many awards. I'm particularly proud of this one, and why is that? It's because the award's coming from the United States, because what we're trying to do is to achieve global reach.
Hey, good morning. I'm Star Scott from the University of Georgia. I am the founder and manager of our Sustainable Science and Green Labs program. And I'm really excited that I had the opportunity to encourage action sustainability and to apply for this award. It's so important right now with everything that's happening in the world that we have systems in place to help guide our actions. And of course, our individual initiatives are so important, and the work that we're doing is so important, but even more so than that, are systems that help us continue this work and that really anchor and root us into the work that we're doing. And the work that ISO 2400.org is doing is so valuable for sustainable procurement across the board and around the globe. So I'm very excited that they've won this award, and congratulations.
So we're a philanthropic project. We don't buy, we don't sell, we don't advertise. There are no paywalls, there are no premium versions. It's all entirely free of charge. We're a proper philanthropic organisation. So what do we do and how do we do it? We centre our offer around ISO 2400.org, which is our global website and knowledge sharing platform. People can load up case studies, information, experience, things that they've done. It's available in many different languages, so people can actually access and learn from each other. How do we communicate? How do we actually achieve our reach? Well, the website has over 128,000 active users. Through social media, around about 14,000 followers. Our podcast series, which is quite new but really, really successful, around about 11,000 episodes accessed. Self-assessments, I'll talk in a moment a little bit more about self-assessments and how they work, and a regular newsletter for our regular followers. We also belong to a lot of different Facebook groups, and we can reach hundreds of thousands of people through those Facebook groups. So what are we asking people to do? Well, one of the things that we want them to do is to self-assess, to use our online self-assessment tool. You answer 20 questions, and the system will give you some idea of how well aligned you are to the standard. Quite simple to use. You can also benchmark yourself by country, by sector, by size of business, so you can start to understand how you're doing against your peers that are on their sustainable procurement journey as well. 65% of the people using our self-assessment tool are from small to medium enterprises, which we think is fantastic because most countries, most of their GDP is actually generated through small businesses. And we need to get small businesses to adopt some of this best practice in a simple way. The self-assessment is available in 9 different languages, and all 9 languages have been used, and we're particularly proud of that achievement. However, we work with a steering group. Many of those people were part of the original committee that created ISO 2400. And what they said to us is, you know what, not everybody likes to submit some of their data, even if it's minimal, to a website. Some people just want to take stuff offline and learn. So why don't you create a simple downloadable PDF of the self-assessment so you can fill it in the old-fashioned way and do a pencil and paper exercise? So we have done that. You can just simply download a PDF of the self-assessment and use it. What we're finding gradually, more and more people are using this, and there are more people now that have downloaded the offline assessment compared to those that have done the online assessment. And of course, the thing is with the offline assessment, we have no idea how many people have used it. Someone's downloaded it. They might have copied it dozens of times. They might be using it in a workshop type of format where they hand the thing out to people to do their own self-assessment. They may use it in a variety of different ways. And we love that. The more people that are using our content, the better. This is our mission. Our mission is to inspire sustainable procurement around the world. Podcasts are quite new. We've been doing podcasts for the last 2 and a bit years, and the popularity is growing really rapidly. What our podcasts are basically is me just doing an interview with inspirational people from around the world. And we're podcasts from business leaders. I mean, the head of sustainability at IKEA, John Morrison, who's a real global guru around just transition, those sorts of people, but also people that have just started on their journey, that are describing to us what they've done, what mistakes have they made, what have they learned from what they do. So we love this. We think people learn a lot through stories, through actually understanding other people's stories. So if you have a story to tell, please get in contact with us. We'd love you to get involved in our podcast series. So the podcasts have been accessed now in 90 different countries. Interestingly, the USA, UK, and Australia are the top 3. USA being the top. You seem to like podcasts in the States. We like to provide useful information. A lot of people come to us and say, well, we've heard of this standard, but what is it and where can I get it? Well, the answer usually is it's available through your national standards body. But that's not always easy to find. And if you go on the ISO website or the website of various national standards bodies, they can be quite complicated. So we've done the work for you. We've created a world map. You can click on your country, or you can find your country from the list. And the system will tell you, first of all, whether your country has adopted the standard, whether the standard is available for sale, and in what languages. So, how are we seeing the future? Well, I guess it's to an extent more of the same. We want to engage more people in sustainable procurement. Those professionals that are struggling with sustainability requirements, delivering them through their supply chains, as organizations start to understand that a lot of what they do is delivered through a supply chain, and in order to achieve their sustainability objectives, they need to bring their supply chain with them. And that's where the procurement profession comes in. But this is a new skill to many people in the world of procurement. We want to engage more business leaders that start to really understand the benefit of using the standard and using best practice. We think we have something valuable to offer to academia. We have academics from New Zealand and Canada on our steering group, and we're starting to look at how we can work with them to share the data to support their research and potentially to support their learning. So we really want to engage more with academics. Some universities do use our content as part of their teaching. Finally, we like to aim at beginners. People who've been told to do sustainable procurement because somebody at a senior level has decided it's a good idea. So where do you start? How do you actually get involved? So we love to engage those people. And the way that we've done that is to upgrade our self-assessment tool. You not only do a self-assessment to understand how well you are aligned against the standard, the system gives you advice, and it's smart advice as well. So depending on the level of maturity that you declare in your self-assessment, the system will give you both in audio and in print. It will tell you what you need to do to get to the next level. The system will also give you an action plan. So you can download an action plan and start to work from it. You can take it to your boss and say, here's my action plan. And it's as simple as that to actually get started. So my final message, it's really free. This is a really, truly philanthropic exercise. We don't buy, we don't sell, we don't advertise. There are no paywalls, there are no premium versions. Thank you very much for listening to me, and thank you very much for this wonderful award.